If you've binge-watched Reacher, you know that the show delivers high-octane action, gripping storytelling, and unforgettable characters. Today at Collider, we'll go behind the scenes of Amazon Prime show and uncover what it takes to bring this action-packed thriller to life. Reacher, based on Lee Child's best-selling book series, follows the iconic ex-military police officer, Jack Reacher, as he navigates life on the road, solving crimes and righting wrongs. With Alan Ritchson taking on the titular role, the show quickly became a fan favorite for its intense action and complex storytelling. But making a show like Reacher is no small feat. The process of bringing this explosive world to life involves a massive team effort, from set design to special effects, and most notably, the stunts. One of the standout features of Reacher is its jaw-dropping, often brutal action scenes. From fistfights to high-speed chases, the show never shies away from delivering intense moments that keep viewers on the edge of their seats. But these moments aren't just created by clever editing or special effects. They are the result of carefully executed stunts that require months of preparation and training. Alan performs some, but not all of the show's major stunts and fight scenes. He underwent an intense training regimen to ensure he could perform many of his stunts. The actor, known for his roles in Titans and The Hunger Games, is no stranger to physical roles, but Reacher required a whole new level of strength and endurance. Before filming started, Alan worked with stunt coordinators and trainers to build the character's physicality. As described in the books, Reacher is not just a man of strength, he's a man of precision. To achieve this, Alan focused on functional strength training, which included weightlifting, martial arts, and combat training. These activities helped him perform stunts like hand-to-hand combat and larger set pieces with both power and grace. But it wasn't just about the physical prep. Ritchson had to mentally prepare for the intense nature of the action. Stunt scenes can be physically grueling, requiring the actor to perform multiple takes, sometimes under extreme conditions. As Ritchson notes, you have to be mentally prepared to push your body beyond what feels natural, to do things that are dangerous in a controlled way. One of the show's impressive stunts that Alan performed was where Reacher barrels through a sheet of glass in the Season 2 finale, Flyboy. As Ritchson explained, "I wanted to do the stunt, and I've never run through a plate of glass before. Every alarm in your body starts going off like, please don't do this to yourself, and I Hulk smashed right through that glass." Alan was ultimately disappointed though, as he said it was hard to notice that he was the one performing the dangerous act in the final cut of the episode. He had glass in his ear and hair for 4 days. And how does the team adapt and design the fight scenes? Well, it's quite in-depth. Instead of the usual process of designing the choreography, rehearsing it, and then shooting it, the production team created a whole method. Showrunner Nick Santora has explained in interviews that the writers often receive guidance from Child, who also serves as an executive producer on the show. The writers try and keep most of everything, if not everything that's on the page when it comes to the action and fight sequences. Once the scripts were returned and approved, they were then passed to the stunt team and coordinators who would add their spin on it. Then, it was time for rehearsals. Santora says, "We then get rehearsals with Alan on film. We watch those rehearsals. They're called pre-visualization of these fights. We watch them, producers watch them, the studio watches them, the streamer watches them. And then we also have Lee watch them. And we just all discuss it. And after some notes and thoughts, the entire team will do another pass. Once a final version is locked, that sequence gets taken to the set and the final fight is put together." But as the season went on, there was less and less time for the in-depth fight prep. By the time they got to the end of the season, Alan was learning fights in parking lots or wherever they were shooting at the time, ensuring that everything was ready for the next day. In a previous interview, Alan revealed that the show hired famous Hollywood stuntman Ryan Taryn. Taryn is a veteran stunt performer, having worked on major productions for Jason Momoa, including Aquaman. Some of his other credits include Mad Max Fury Road, Thor Ragnarok, and The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. Hiring the veteran stuntman to double as Alan meant that the team could step up the action, the specificity, and the cleanliness of the fights to a degree that outshines Season 1. So, if you've noticed a difference in the fight scenes for Season 2, much of that is credited to Taryn. While Taryn sometimes doubles for Alan during stunt sequences, Ritchson jokes that he still does a majority of his stunts anyway. He jokes that Taryn just stands by the monitor and critiques his performance, often taunting the actor that his stunts are not good enough. But with the hiring of a seasoned stunt coordinator and actor, Alan has revealed in interviews that he hopes to stage more elaborate sequences like aerial skydiving fights and motorcycle stunts. Stunts weren't the only production element that the team took seriously. Filming locations are also one of the most important parts of a thriller series like Reacher, since they add an extra layer of danger to the main character's journey. A majority of Seasons 1 and 2 were shot in Toronto and Ontario, with Season 3 also following suit. The majority of Season 1 takes place in the fictional town of Margrave, Georgia. The production chose Pickering, Ontario, as a stand-in for Margrave, with the crew building a set of towns and roads in this area. The calmness of Pickering was key, as it made it ideal to stand in for the quiet, small southern town in the series. Port Perry in Ontario was another popular location with scenes involving Roscoe's apartment and the nearby diner, all shot here. The crew used Perry Street and Queen Street to shoot scenes that needed intense or intimate buildups, as they were the perfect locations to visualize the essence of the story in those scenes. The penitentiary at King Street West in Lake Ontario added authenticity and historical significance to the first scene of Season 1, when Jack is arrested. The Kingston Penitentiary was a high-security jail that now acts as a museum and has become an important setting to set the tone of the series and introduce the dangerous world of Jack Reacher. For Season 2, the production team made a conscious choice to have a drastic location change to contrast the small and quiet Margrave with a bustling city. This would give the viewers the feeling that Jack is now on a new mission. A majority of the second season was shot in Brampton, one of Ontario's cities. If fans were curious as to why the US-based series isn't shot in the country, it's because Canada has plenty of tax credits and monetary benefits. The historical and serene visuals are just a bonus for the show. While Alan Ritchson and the rest of the cast were the face of Reacher, the show wouldn't have been possible without its talented crew. From directors to cinematographers to editors, every department worked in tandem to create seamless action sequences and gripping narratives. Cinematography played a massive role in establishing the look and feel of Reacher. The show's visual aesthetic reflects the gritty, raw world that Reacher inhabits. 3 cinematographers have worked on the show: Bernard Couture, Michael McMurray, and Ronald Plant. All 3 made sure that each action scene was shot in a way that felt both epic and real. Many of the shots were highly stylized, and unique lighting elements were implemented to bring a daring and artistic style to the action presented on screen. The sound design and music were also key elements in crafting the show's immersive atmosphere. Composer Tony Morale's score is haunting, tense, and dynamic, perfectly complementing the action and drama. The sound effects during the stunts, from punches to gunshots, were meticulously designed to ensure every hit and explosion hit the viewer's ear as hard as it hit the screen, making the show feel like a cinematic experience for television. From the jaw-dropping stunts and intense training to the meticulous attention to detail in the filming locations, Reacher is a masterclass in action television. Alan Ritchson's dedication to portraying Jack Reacher, combined with a talented crew and beautiful filming locations, made this show a hit for fans of action and thrillers alike. The behind-the-scenes efforts truly elevate Reacher from a simple action show to a heart-pounding ride that keeps us coming back for more. So, next time you watch an intense fight or chase scene, remember, it took a lot more than just a script to make it happen. Thanks for watching!